Jessie Woo, VBS. I just turn the water on. Big old flex. You never saw before. He's chasing me like waterfall. What's up, guys? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to another episode of Just a Couple Things, yo. Your favorite podcast hosted by me, your sister, Jessie Woo. All right. Now, before we move forward, I just want to make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, girl. Okay, go ahead. Oh, you hit it? Okay, good. All right. Also, I want to make sure that you're listening to Just a Couple Things audibly. All right. So if you are the Apple people on Apple Podcasts, hit follow. Find Just a Couple Things podcast. Hit follow. If you're on Spotify, hit follow. It's very important that you do that so that you can get the podcast first. All right. You get the first dibs. You get the first listen. All right. You get the first go. All right. During Black History, Black Women's Month. All right. So, guys, today we're joined by someone. Are you okay?
I'm good. You said the Apple people. I'm just saying.
The Apple people.
Yeah.
Today we're joined by a very, very special guest, okay? The love of my life.
Hey.
My babe, my man. My boyfriend, you often see him sometimes, in my YouTube videos, or you probably see him on my social media. You know what we call him. We call him Mr. Easter, but his name is J. Allen. Y'all give it up for the one, the only J. Allen.
I appreciate that.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. And they do call me Mr. Easter. People run up on me in public. I think I was leaving public. Like, hey, Mr. Easter. Too close. They don't play about you.
How do you feel about people just, because I've seen it. There was one time when we were together and the girl didn't know that I was like coming out of the car. And she's like, is that Mr. Easter?
No, they like, I know it's endearment. I know it's love, yeah. But yeah. I'm telling you, not just Atlanta, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Mr. Easter. People think my last name is Easter.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into why we call you Mr. Easter. But before we do that, before we get into just a couple things and all that, I want people to know who you are. They know you're my man, but who are you, J. Allen Copeland?
I mean, that's a lot. What you mean, who am I? Like, who am I professionally? Who am I personally?
Okay, professionally. What do you do?
All right, so I'm a film producer, obviously. That's how we met, which is,
How did we meet?
Well, how do we meet originally, or how do we meet? All right, so
you gonna do this on the podcast?
No. I think the story deserves to be told. So the year was 2020 when we actually first met. Right? 2020?
Tell the story.
So we both lived in a high rise in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating somebody else. You were
in the streets. I was for the streets. For the streets.
You might have been in the streets. You weren't for the streets.
Okay.
Either way. So we were. I think this particular high rise, you had to go down to the front desk. They had like this little place where you pick up food.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow you would come down to pick up food right before I did.
Mm-hmm.
I went and got my food, and the little concierge person, because I didn't know you was getting them little Christmas gifts and stuff.
I was.
They were like, that's Jessie Woo right there. And I looked up to see where the Asian person was. Because in my mind, ain't a lot of black woos out there. You know what I'm saying? So I looked up to look for the Asian person, and this little black woman bent the corner. I'm like, that lady? And they were like, yeah, that's Jessie Woo. She big. She blowing up out here. So that's what they said. So then 2 days.
It's just because I used to treat the front desk people. I treated them great. I would give them like gift cards, or like when it was Christmas time, I give them cards with like gift cards in it. I always was very nice to.
Yeah, and the cheat code is if you live in them buildings, if you treat them people good, they take care of you.
They are. Mm-hmm.
So 2 days later, I saw you in the elevator, and I said, "Oh, that's the Jessie Woo girl." Okay, cool. So I said, "Hey." And for those that don't know, when you're in your own world, when you're looking at your phone, you don't see anything else.
No.
So I said, "Hey, how are you?" And you looked up from your phone and you said, "Hey, And I said, hey. And then you look right back down. And then 2 days later, the same thing happened. You walked in the elevator. I said, hey, neighbor, how's it going? You said, hey. And then you look right back down at the car. Now, keep in mind, I was in a relationship. You were wherever you were.
In the street.
And so yeah, that was 2020. Fast forward to 2024. Mm-hmm. Interesting time.
Yeah.
So I am a film producer. One of my first big projects that I independently created with my sister Nikki, shout out to Nikki, was the Freaknik documentary for Hulu.
Yep.
And so the Freaknik documentary, the day it came out, I think it was March 21st of last year. So March 20th, we were in New York doing the whole press tour. Me, Nikki, Uncle Luke, and Jermaine Dupri. The next day, we fly down the day that the doc comes out, and we're doing the same press tour in Atlanta. So the press tour starts at 6 a.m. and goes the entire day. So we go to local news, we go to newspapers, we're doing podcasts. It's draining. By the time we get to the end of the day, the last stop was this magazine. While we were doing that interview with the magazine, they said, hey, JD just tapped out.
Yeah. So he can't do Dish Nation.
He can't do Dish Nation. Uncle Luke also said he's going to the airport. He can't do Dish Nation. So can you and Nikki pop in and do Dish Nation? So I said, of course, So again, now it's like a 12-hour day of just interviews. So we pop into Dish Nation. Well, we're on the way to Dish Nation because each of us have our own little black SUV. And while we were going, I like to see who I'm interviewing with before I go. So they had this whole little cheat sheet. So we got the cheat sheet for Dish Nation. And, I reviewed the whole cast that was there. And the last person on the list was you. So I said, oh, Jessie Woo, that's my neighbor from back in the day, blah, blah, blah. So I go look and I go to YouTube and I look up some of your videos.
Lord.
I mean, it's an interesting point. I look up some of the videos, but the one that touched me the most is a video of you when you were on Love and Hip Hop. And it was a moment. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, so I hadn't seen that.
I know of it. It's the video where I tell Trina about my sexual abuse. Yeah.
Yeah. But that video, it touched me. And then I saw a few other things, and I saw your creative side. I saw you on obviously Wild 'N Out. I saw you on a bunch of stuff. So I was like, yo, she's dope. So I said, after this, I'm gonna make sure I speak to her and just say, hey, let her know if she want to collab on anything, I'm down. So we get to the interview. Interview goes well in my mind. At the end of the interview, I speak to the rest of the hosts, and then I get down to the end of the couch and I say, hey, I know you don't remember me from 2020, but we used to live in the same building. And you looked up and said, oh, okay. You try to act like you remembered a little bit, but I knew
I had no idea. I
know you did. There's no way.
No, I didn't.
But I said, hey, we should work on, and I know this is about to come. I know where you're going. I know where you're going after this. But I said, we should work on some stuff together. You should come to the office. We'll have a meeting. We'll talk about some of your projects that you have. And I said, I have a few that I would like to work with you on, I believe. Right? I already know where this is going to go. So, and I'm glad we had timestamps. So this is March 21st. So the next week you come to the office. Let's say it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So let's call that what, March 28th?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So you come into the office for the meeting. It's a great meeting. We ain't flirting. Like this.
No,
this is straight business.
I literally had this in my vlog too.
What?
Around that time, because I was outside. So I was like,
hey, we don't need to.
I was outside.
Okay.
Maybe I was. I was in the streets. So I was actually documenting myself dating. I was like, all right, single in Atlanta. First I titled it Dickless in Atlanta. That was just reckless. That was crazy. So that was like single in Atlanta. And literally like you're in that vlog.
That's crazy.
You're in that vlog. And I'm like, oh, on my way to Swirl Film, sat down with Jay Allen. Wow. And I think it was so funny because when you came on Dish Nation, we were both wearing green and black.
I do remember that.
We were both wearing green shirt, black. You had black pants. I had black shorts, I think. And I don't wear green that often.
I don't either.
Yeah, but we both had on a green shirt. And I looked that up, that green is like renewal. It's a color that symbolizes renewal. So I don't know.
I mean, it might be a thing.
It might be a thing.
It might be a thing.
But yeah, we going down to your office. We're not flirting or anything. But I remember sitting in your office and saying, like, what did you think?
You weren't, first of all, you weren't checking for me. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know.
I just said, but I said that internally. I didn't say anything to you.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to you. You was talking about all the project we supposed to work on. A year later, we still ain't start working on them.
Get to that.
I'm still waiting for me to become a star. I'm waiting for my debut.
You are a star. You didn't debut.
I'm waiting to debut again.
You didn't debut 10 times last year. So anyway, so we had this first initial meeting, right? And from there, we start talking about the projects. Like, we come up with a list of projects in this meeting, and we start talking. That the thing is, we start talking after business hours. So we were sending voice notes.
We were voice note city.
It was voice note heavy, and I would say, yo, this is great. Here's some ideas. Here's a pitch deck. This is what it looked like. This is what we could do.
We made pitch decks and all.
Yeah. We still got those. So I'm just saying.
Still waiting for
those exist. So anyway, after that, during that week, because again, that's a week later since the release of Freaknik, we just start somehow we venture off of the regular stuff. We just started talking about personal stuff.
Yep.
And somehow we got on Easter.
Yep.
And so
Easter was the upcoming weekend.
Easter was the upcoming weekend.
I asked you, hey, what are your plans for Easter?
Yeah, I remember that. So you asked me what was my upcoming plans for Easter, and I was just like, yo, well, I'm probably going to church. You know, at the time I was going to Buckhead Church. Shout out to Andy Stanley, great pastor. I was going to Buckhead Church, and it was good for me. Buckhead Church is an hour. They start at 9:00.
Yep.
And you in the car by 9:59.
9:59 on the dot.
Then people do offering,
everything,
communion, baptism,
everything,
praise and worship, and a sermon.
Yep.
In 59 minutes.
Literally.
So anyway,
59 minutes, 59 seconds.
59 minutes, 59 seconds. You back in the car. You can plan your life around Buckhead.
Period.
Church.
Pastor Jamal Bryant could never.
He's doing better.
He is doing better.
He is doing better.
My pastor is doing better.
I be clocking. I'll be like 10:30. He done started preaching.
Like, this past Sunday was like, we out.
It was Super Bowl though. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, you asked me what I was doing. I told you I was going to church, and then it was weird for me because inviting somebody to church is already a thing. But then on Easter Sunday, I'm like, this is a lot. So we started talking more, and these are voice notes. So we're not on the phone. Mm-hmm. We're sending voice notes back and forth. And I said, you know what? I can't say fuck it, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna just
why you can't say? Oh, because it's Easter.
Church.
Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, God.
So I said, yo, I'm gonna just invite her to church. So I remember asking you, I was like, yo, if you're not doing anything, and keep in mind, I don't know who you're dating. You don't know who I'm dating.
Nope.
We don't know anything.
We didn't ask each other those questions.
None of that. So I said, well, I mean, I'm going to church. I'm going to Buckhead Church on Sunday. If you want to come, you should come. And you said?
I said yes immediately. But the thing, I wanted to ask you. That's why I was like, what are you up to for Easter? I just felt something nudging me to ask you, but I just felt like it was weird for me to ask you. So I think I just opened the door and you asked me.
But why did you want to go to church though? What made you want to go to church with me on Easter based off?
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
And my whole thing is like, if somebody rejects you for church.
I know. Oh my gosh.
If somebody say, I don't want to go to church with you, then
it's a wrap.
I don't want to talk to Jesus with you. So in my mind, it was like a big moment because he said no. Then I'm like, okay, well, I know we stand.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to go talk to Jesus. You definitely don't want to eat.
Nah, okay.
So So you say yes. Mm-hmm. And at this point, we're almost 2 weeks from, a week and some change away from where we met. So we go to church, and it's not like we got in the same car. We met at church.
Yeah, we met at church. And
so this is where it's weird for me because when I saw you in the lobby, I didn't know whether I was gonna shake your hand. Like I wasn't.
Did we shake hands?
Nah, I think we
hugged.
I reached for the handshake and then
we
ended up hugged.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, we didn't define what it was.
No.
So it was just like it was different.
Yeah.
So while we're in church, because I like to sit in the front. That's a big thing for me. If I'm in church, if I'm gonna come all the way there, I don't want to sit in the back. Mm-hmm. Now, a big thing about a big thing about Buckhead Church is sometimes the pastor ain't there.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes the pastor ain't physically there.
When we got to them people church on Easter Sunday, a projector came down.
I know,
praise and worship, they were praising it. I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. Let me tell you who was not behind that praise team. Andy.
I'm just saying.
He spoke to us through satellite television. I said,
But
I said, listen here. Listen, I'm not doing no damn projector every Sunday. Nah.
Y'all,
your pastor, he needs to be here. And for the first couple times that we did go to church together,
yeah.
Literally, like, I think the second time we went, soon as praise and worship was over, I looked over. He looked over at me.
Because you don't know. You don't know whether the monitor gonna drop or Andy gonna walk out.
Next thing you know, monitor's dropping. I said, yeah, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this.
It's like the toy at the bottom of the cereal box. You don't know till you get down to the bottom.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Not for church, child.
Andy got a lot of churches.
I get it. He doing satellite church, TV church. Ooh, Lord, I'm ashy. He doing all types of church. I need you to be in church in person. I'm sorry. That's how I need it to be. I need to feel my pastor's presence.
No, I feel you. And the other thing is the praise and worship was a little vanilla for you.
It was very vanilla. Remember when they asked me like randomly to join the praise team?
Well, that's because your praise was you had a different little bop to your praise.
I did now.
So anyway, back to Easter Sunday. We have Easter Sunday service and it's great. And by 9:59, we're in the car.
Yeah,
so we're walking to our cars, and that's when I'm just like, oh well, I don't want this just to be a church thing. So I said, hey, you want to grab something to eat?
We grabbed something to eat,
and so we made reservations. We went to the place, and they weren't open yet.
Nope.
So
when we had to awkwardly sit in your car.
Yeah, we had to go back to my car and sit.
But it wasn't awkward. It was like awkward at first.
Well, it's just.
But
I mean, it wasn't awkward. It was just like I don't think we knew what it was.
No.
So it's just like you're having brunch with somebody that you kind of just met professionally. Now y'all in the car.
Yeah.
There's a little bit
after
of something.
Praising and worshiping.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie.
And you did put your arm on me.
I did.
During that first service.
I was attracted.
I was like, is he laying his hands on me for prayer, Lord? Is he trying to lay something else? I didn't know what was going on. It was Easter. It's a lot going on. It's Resurrection Sunday. It was a lot. But I will say, we sat down, we had brunch, and we were in that place for like 4 hours.
No, it was a long time.
It was a long time. And I remember by the end of our conversation, I felt like this overwhelming sadness that you were leaving. I was like, I was really sad that you were leaving to go, because it's Easter. He got he got friends, he got family, he got things to do. And I'm just like, there was something in me that wanted to say, can I come with you? I was like, no, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird.
But I think we felt the vibe, because I think while we were there, it was such a good brunch. Like we were done eating like hours ago, and we were just
and we were still sitting there. Yeah.
And I really don't remember anything else happening. Like other than our table, I couldn't tell you anything else happening.
Same. So
we were just like locked in. And the moment that it was for me, and I tell you this all the time, we were laughing so hard at brunch, and then for some reason you were laughing and you took the napkin, the fat napkin. She put the napkin over her face and laughed for at least 5 minutes. And the first 3 minutes it was cool, but them last 2, I was like, "Are you okay?" Like you didn't take the napkin. You were just laughing, and you had the napkin just over your face.
We had a good time.
It was a good brunch. And so I think for me at least, because when we started dating, I count that, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be like a first date, but we really have not left each other's side since that day. And I remember that night I had another date. I was in the streets.
This is savage.
I was in the streets. I had another date with another guy that I had been talking to for a little minute. And I remember like before we went to church and went to brunch, I was excited about that date that night. And then when I left brunch, I was like, what?
No, I'm just
what?
I'm taking it all in.
I was so excited for that night date, but then like when I left brunch and I went home, I just felt so weird about going out that night with that guy. And I remember on the way to go pick him up. Ghetto. On the way to go pick him up, my dad called me. My dad, we don't talk that often, but my dad called me. My dad was like, hey, what are you up to right now? And I'm like, oh, I'm actually on my way to a date. But earlier this morning, I was out with who I think is going to be your future son-in-law. And he was like, what? 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 And I'm like, wait, hold on. I got to go. My date's coming in the car. He's like, what date? What date? Like, but I knew from that day, I was like, oh, what I had got from just spending time with you that day, I was just so full. Like, it just filled me up so much. And I really felt like I had seen enough. Like, I knew from then that wherever this goes, I'm going to give this my best. Yeah. I'm going to give this person my best. I'm going to do what needs to be done to make this work. And I really just feel like that was just, I just knew. There was just something different about you. It was just the way that you paid attention to me, our conversation, the way we looked at each other.
Nah, it was deep.
Yeah, it just was like we just got each other immediately. Yeah. I feel like we both have just like maybe like socially awkward moments, you know, where other people don't get it. But I feel like with you, you got me immediately. And what I've gotten from you that I've never gotten from anybody else is a person who truly, truly, truly makes the effort, period. Like, truly makes the effort for everything. Like, the way immediately you would pay attention to the things I didn't like, the things I did like. You know, sometimes this man will know what I want to eat. And like, sometimes like, I don't want to eat that. He'd be like, yes, you do. It's on the counter. Like, but he was like that. You've been like that since day one. It's like that from that first date, that's all you needed. That first date. And you just went, I feel like you just have always been attentive, always been communicative, and always been sincere, honest, open. And I felt like from that first date, that was enough for me. I was like, oh. And I remember you told me two things that I had never heard from any other man in my life. You told me one day how soft I was. I've never been told that.
Yeah, it's the side of you that I love the most. And you still fight. Like, I watch you still put up the fight to be the inner thug. The version of you that was crip walking to Kendrick last night, I see you.
Oh, we're gonna get to Kendrick.
But your soft side, which a lot of people don't get to see, it was the nail in the coffin. That's when I was like, she is mine. Like, that's me right there. For sure.
But I feel like nobody has seen that.
Yeah.
But that's how I knew. I was like, oh, I'm in good hands, because no man has ever told me I was soft. And then you told me that you told me something else. You said to me how I'm paraphrasing, but that you love how you always like know where I'm at. Like you always know where I stand and stuff. Yeah. And literally the guy I was going on that date with that night had told me that night that he's like, I just don't know where you stand. I never know like what you're thinking. I never know like how you feel. And I remember like a month or two later into dating you, you said, man, I know where you stand. And I remember thinking, damn, I've always heard the opposite, which I think that was just a testimony to those were just not my people. No, like they were just not my person. I feel like sometimes as a woman, it is very hard sometimes to just rest. Mm-hmm. And I think this is just you're my resting place. I feel like I rest. I don't really worry about nothing. I remember the other day I went on Woocation and I was in the airport and I just got so frustrated and so annoyed, and I realized, oh my God, like Jay's not here.
Yeah.
Like when we travel, you handle everything. Like I don't be knowing what's going on. I just show up. I don't even be knowing where the gate is. Nothing.
Even though the flight's at 6 a.m., which I know you fight, which is the whole thing. But nah, I mean but for me, like I think we check a lot of boxes for each other that work for me. Because I feel the same way. Like for me, like we've all been in relationships that when it's not right and when it is right. Mm-hmm. And I've been in relationships where I haven't been the best person that I would like to be.
Yeah.
And it's also having someone brings out the best in you.
Yeah.
And what I love about you, what I love about us is you've always, like, even on that first date, you felt like home for me. Don't you start crying. Don't you cry. You felt like home. Like I felt like we had known each other, and I hate it's so cliche from like a past life, but there was something so familiar about our interaction that was just beautiful for me. You know what I mean? And that has continued to grow and continue to be a thing for me. And I always said, for me, I would need my partner to be my best friend.
Yeah.
And the way we laugh, the goofiness that is us, that's, for me, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to have a partner that I can, because I think life is hard.
It's so hard. Yeah.
Like when I think about it, I was like, this is the person that I'm going to go through the happiest days of my life and some of the worst. Like if we're, you talk about spending your life with somebody, that's the person you're going to bury your parents with. And I know that's morbid, but you think about everything that you have to go through with somebody. And I can't just kind of like you. I can't just enjoy being with you. So when I looked at how much fun and how much we enjoyed each other, even past the honeymoon period of dating, for me, I knew very quickly that it was you. I love you, girl.
Oh, I love you too. Oh God. Okay. Before we continue talking about our relationship, obviously, okay, so that's how we met. Because I get that question a lot.
I do too.
Really?
Well, people that know me like, hey, nigga, why are they calling you Mr. Easter? Like there are people that have seen me in the video.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I saw you in the video, but this dude's name was Easter. Nah, brother, that's me. I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna explain everything. I have not got, so I can just show them this video now.
Yeah.
And it'll,
yeah. But okay, so before we do, because I did ask for a Q&A, so we're gonna answer questions. I feel like that's gonna be a cool way to just.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I feel like so many people have dating questions, and this is the Valentine's Day episode. So this week is Valentine's Day. A lot of people are just up in arms about Valentine's Day. This is my first Valentine in 7 years. I was single for six and a half years before I met you. So this is my first real Valentine in 7 years.
That's big.
So
we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have a good time. I hope.
I don't know what city we're gonna be in. But
yeah,
we're gonna have fun.
Yeah,
we're working on that.
All right.
I think it's gonna be New York.
Okay. But anyway, okay, so I have a segment that I like to do, which is obviously it's just a couple things. We talk about a couple things, but first and foremost, I want to talk about what the fuck did I just watch. So, How to Die Alone. First of all, How to Die Alone with Natasha Rothwell got canceled this week. Did you ever see that?
I never saw it alone. Nah.
It was on Hulu.
Or did I? Because I start and then I kind of.
Yeah, you do. You be falling asleep. But Natasha, let me make sure I'm saying her name well. Right. Hold on. I want to make sure it's Natasha Rothwell. But she was on Insecure. For those of you guys who did watch Insecure, she was one of Issa's friends. She was on White Lotus as well. Okay. So How to Die Alone, Hulu. I thought it was a great show.
What's the premise of it?
So the premise of it is basically Natasha Rothwell, a broke, fat, black JFK airport employee who's never been in love and forgotten how to dream until an accidental brush with death catapults her on a journey to finally take flight and start living by any means. Now, on the show...
Is this the girl to play Kelly on?
Yes.
I love her. She can do no wrong. I love her.
I think the show was amazing. It was an amazing show to me, in my opinion.
Okay.
She does make a lot of bad decisions throughout the show, though. But I feel like the storyline is crazy. Like, she has a brother, right? So, she's black. She has a brother who's married to a white woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is on Hinge and she finds her brother on Hinge. Mind you, the brother is married.
Okay.
Finds her brother on Hinge and basically like fakes a profile to go out with him.
What kind of incest? What?
I'm telling you, sets up a date. She shows up to the date. He's stunned, right? Basically, she catches him. He's got a whole scheme that Todd set up for him to cheat on his white wife with black women.
But that's her brother. It don't matter. If your sibling catch you, it's just they hey, don't tell mama. Like,
no, babe, but yes, that too. But also the whole thing is, why'd you marry the white lady? You married the white lady.
She got money?
I don't know.
It's a question.
But it's just kind of like it's weird. Like, so you sleep with black women in secrecy. Like it just is weird. So, but it's a really, really good show. How Did I Alone? Anyway, it got canceled, and I saw a lot of people divided about the show. Some people, I feel like you either really, really liked it or you really hated it. And I think that a lot of people hated it because it's fat woman, black woman. She doesn't get the guy that she wants. They're just tired of seeing like a black woman not having like the happy ending.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the show is so real. To me, it gives awkward black girl. To me, it gives Insecure, just fat.
Damn.
So I'm like, so how do y'all like Insecure, but y'all don't like How Did I Alone?
No, that's real. I gotta watch it. Although I don't like watching shows I know got canceled.
I know, like, so it's canceled, and honestly, I just feel like black shows, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's tough because black shows don't get the same run,
no,
the same leverage. Like,
no, I just really, really hate it. Another what the fuck that I just watched. You know, I've been watching Paradise. I've been watching Paradise without him because Sterling K. Brown is in it, and you know it's a little shower scene in there.
Yeah,
episode 3.
First of all,
what?
And this is my thing.
What? You
will watch the episode without me, but then ask me if I want to watch it. That means she's pre-screening an episode to make sure she's keeping her cool through the whole. I think that's messed up. That's you. We started the series together, and then you started pre-screening the episodes. I'm just saying, like, that means you watching for certain stuff and then coming back.
Baby, I'm watching Paradise on Hulu to support Sterling K. Brown.
No,
I don't know what. No. I'm supporting our black brother. Black brother.
We can support him together.
I love you. I'm supporting Sterling K. Brown.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay.
We can support at the same time.
I'm supporting Sterling K. Brown. Now, mind you, Ms. Ryan Michelle, married to Sterling K. Brown, she did pull up to the sister chat and she was like, excuse me, because
she did.
I had a clip last week where I was talking about, yeah, can your wife fight? Because I saw that little shout scene. Paradise on Hulu. We have to have a moment of silence for the gift that is Sterling K. Brown. I'm sorry. Can we have a moment about Sterling K. Brown? That man is fine. Can we start acknowledging how fine Sterling K. Brown is? I'm sorry, Mr. Ether. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. This is part of the job. I'm just doing my job. She pulled up to my comments. She said, wow, you know, everybody asking me if I could fight these days. # Nuck if you bug.
And I will say she looked like she could throw hands.
Yeah, she do.
I don't want you to call the law on nobody. She looked like she could throw hands.
She do. Sterling K. Brown also pulled up too. He just left a smiley face.
Yeah.
He kept it real cute, very professional, very demure.
As a man, I know what happened. They were sitting in the bed and hey, babe, you seen this? Like, you got to acknowledge it. You got to acknowledge it.
Right.
Hey, I left the comment too. We done.
Okay, we're done with this. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just think honestly, I could just end the podcast episode right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Sterling K. Brown and Ryan Michelle. They babe,
you had a great, since we've been dating, you've had a great run. Like, it's a lot of good stuff happening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I think it's very clear that we should end what did I just watch with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is great.
Which was amazing.
It was great.
That was the blackest Super Bowl I've ever seen. That was the blackest Super Bowl performance I've seen. I felt like Beyonce is giving us like, you know, pro-black and stuff, but I felt like Kendrick, that was just some black ass shit.
No, it was blackity black, and you almost got me kicked out of my neighborhood. I feel like the HOA, the way listen to me. The way you was crip walking and yelling, you was yelling at the top of your lungs. Like, my townhouses are connected. I got 2 neighbors on both sides of my living room. I'm just saying, I know they...
Ain't nobody tell you they had neighbors?
I'm just saying.
Sure.
I'm just saying, the way she wop, wop, wop. from the first time you wop, wop, wop to now, it's been the same. I don't know what it is about. What is
it's something about that song. That song is ancestral. That song, whenever I see that song, whenever I hear They Not Like Us, and Kendrick starts to wop, 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 all I see is Kendrick with a whip. That's all I see is just Kendrick with a whip.
There's certain parts. It's certain parts of that
it's
song.
Giving Django, like it's giving Jamie Foxx and Django when he started whipping the white people. Yeah, wop, 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 wop.
Nah, that song is on your soul because we've been on road, we've been in a car driving, and you've been asleep, and that song will come on, and when it first came on, you will wake up singing. And then the hit 'em and hide the Bible line, that line.
That's my favorite line.
But what is it about that?
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Ooh,
but what is it?
It's giving water sign. Yes, it's giving. Woo.
What is it about that line that is in your soul? Because you sing that line.
It's just like I'm letting you know, like whatever I gotta do to you, I don't give a fuck who watching. God can't save. I'm sorry, Lord, but God can't save you. God can't save you. Tithes and offering can't save you.
But you've used
baptism can't save you from nothing can save you. There's the wrath of God, and then there's mine.
All right.
You know how Rick Ross said, "God forgive, I don't."
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you. All right, listen.
It's that same energy.
But that line, you use that line outside the song.
Because
when you beef with somebody, you be like, "I beat your ass and hide the Bible."
Correct. Correct. What is?
I'm just telling you.
What is this dispute?
This is the first time I've actually heard like why that song is on your soul like that.
It's just, to me, it's a symphony. It's a symphony of life. It's like that song is my biography. And then the fact that you have to think about it too. People are so pissed. Like people were mad that Kendrick actually sang the song. Kendrick has the entire world rapping about how not cool and how unsafe pedophilia is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When is the last time we heard a rapper do that? Like,
never.
You got kids, like he's teaching the kids, the children.
Yeah, the
A minors. So these children are hearing that and they're growing up with that. Hello, let's talk about the message. And then, you get to the Super Bowl, you got Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. Please.
That's genius.
Please.
Yeah. Anybody that didn't enjoy that, it was a great performance. The visuals were crazy. The flag, the
black people
it was just beautiful.
As the flag, because hello, who the fuck does the American flag really belong to? It belongs to African Americans.
It does.
Hello.
It does. And I feel like there was some blood crip in there too.
And then you got Serena Williams coming out and crip walking on Drake's grave. Can we talk about that? Let me tell you something. That's my level of petty.
Yeah, I mean,
she done moved on. She done got married. But I still ain't forget. I'm gonna spin the block. I still ain't forget about your ass. We gonna crip walk, and I'm not just crip walking as my lick back from you. I'm also crip walking because down in the Wimbledon, what happened to her at Wimbledon?
Nah.
And then I'm crip walking because, bitch, I'm from Compton.
Nah. I don't know what Drake had to be going through to watch his enemy and 2 of his exes performing at the suit. Like that, God,
two.
I don't know what that's like.
He had Caesar, he had Serena. Caesar, Serena. Two that day.
To watch your enemy and 2 of your exes?
Come on.
I'm turning the Super Bowl. I don't care about that game.
You got Scissor twirling around. If it was up to me. What? What?
It was a lot happening.
She twirling. She just looking all angelic. Then you got Serena coming in and just what? Oh my God.
You lost your mind.
I lost my mind.
Got on the screen, you lost your mind.
I screamed.
I know there's the Canada and I know there's Miami. some part of your soul used to live on the West Coast.
Do you feel like as a Canadian, I should do better by standing beside my Canadian brother?
I don't know. I don't know what you should do, but I just know the way you crip walk, your hands be up, your elbows be above.
I felt it.
Something in your soul is West Coast.
You know what that is? It's just West Coast. It's not even that. It's just black. Like today, I was looking at threads. John Leguizamo, he's one of them little Latin people who be having all the Latin roles, but you don't know like nothing epic from his ass. He was on threads talking about, black people got crip walking from Hispanic.
What? I don't want no problems though. All right? They'll let you slide. I go to LA a lot. I don't have to check in with nobody. I'm neutral, guys. Whoever got the copyright is good with me. Like, oh, no problems. Want to be in LA?
How do you fix your dusty ass fingers to say some shit like that?
I don't know.
I know, baby. You stay neutral.
Yeah.
But John, I see why the Latinos be going against your ass. Still on just a couple things. Did you see how the Venezuelans was down? They was denouncing Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wasn't y'all just I will vote for Donald Trump? What happened to?
Listen,
then you got the Latinos online. Black people not standing with us. What happened? You know what happened? I will vote for Donald Trump. We saw the shit. We saw the music video. We saw the signs.
Yeah.
What do y'all want us to do?
Yeah, we kind of clocked out. Like,
right. We're done.
I thought everybody's on their own boat right here.
Yeah, we're done.
For the next 4
Pun
years.
intended.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Terrible.
Maybe I came on the boat too. I'm Asian.
No, I mean, yeah. Smaller boat.
You know, we getting deported too.
Yeah. You ain't, but I hear you.
No, I'm going to self-deport.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You got a house.
So you could take it. I'll give it to you.
What?
Baby, everybody's getting out of here. You do know that, right?
You're not getting out of here.
How I'm not going to get out of here?
You can marry into this.
Babe, that's not how that works. Trump said he not doing none of that shit. Donald Duck said everybody got to go.
He can't.
Baby, what we going to do?
We're going to figure it out. We'll be fine.
Okay. I'm just saying I might just have to go back to Trudeau. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Also, back to the Super Bowl. Did you see how Saquon Barkley's fiance's old tweets popped back up?
Yeah. I think, I think them white girls that date black dudes, I think they all had a little run in college.
Yeah.
I think she probably,
they all had that plantation Barbie party.
They already, all of them. I mean, all of them have a little blackface in their history.
Yeah. My thing is just this, like, this is Saquon Barkley. Like, y'all got money. Please scrub the internet. Scrub it all off.
Yeah. It's not even as expensive as it used to be.
It's not even that expensive. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like from now on, when I see, old tweets of, such and such white fiance saying nigger, it's like, I'm not even shocked no more. Like, literally, these tweets, it's just nigga. I'm not even shocked no more. Just scrub that shit. Because my thing is, now you want me to know that you was out here saying the N-word. Now I'm mad about that.
Yeah. Some people forget they said nigga.
How do they forget that?
I don't know. Sometimes I think when you say it so much, I think sometimes you block it. I don't know.
And she was saying it a lot. She called the cheetah girls niggas.
Damn.
Like,
I haven't seen.
Wait, a cheetah girl? No, she wasn't a cheetah girl. But she was part of she part of the network of the cheetah people. But they called the cheetah girls niggas.
Was she mad? What?
I don't know. She said something about, hold on. She said.
What year was this?
2013. She said, she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Oh my God. Anna, please.
She was getting it. That means she was out here getting.
The cheetah nigga. She said, replace a Disney movie with nigga, the cheetah niggas.
Now, I'm not defending her, but you do that. That's what you do.
What do I do?
You do that.
What do I do?
You be like that. And the ADT nigga got to come out here.
That's not the same.
It's not the same, but I see where she's coming from. You would put somebody's profession and a nigga, and then
the security niggas.
Yeah, the Whole Food niggas was out here scanning the groceries. Person was named Ashley.
Anyway, still just a couple things. Speaking of niggas, people are just discovering that Zendaya is black.
How are they just discovering it?
It was a party that she went to, her and her fiance. They was down to the party, child. This is her and her family.
Rockstar in love. It might have been Rockstar. I don't know if it's because I don't know sign language.
Like she's at this family gathering and folks like start look.
Yeah. I ain't mad. That's a little two-step.
Right. So people are seeing like her aunties and family members. They're like, oh shit, we didn't realize she was that black. What?
Nah, it's
Like, are y'all during Black History Month? Y'all are just.
I think they're gauging blackness these days.
Yeah, I just don't get it, child. What else? Back to the Super Bowl just for a quick minute. Just a couple things. We're still on just a couple things.
Yep.
Did you see Travis Kelce's outfit?
The Stephanie's outfit?
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I thought I saw a glimpse of it. Was it bad?
It was bad, baby.
I thought it just looked like a retro NFL
No,
player.
he looked like a 70s porn star slash
I think that's what he was going for though.
Reformed serial killer slash tax collector.
I think in his mind they were coming in cocky because they thought they was about to just win it.
Somebody said he showed up looking like a jive turkey.
It was very 70s, I clicked it out. Him and Taylor was just too much for me.
And it was crazy too to see him like when they asked him about Donald Duck coming to the game, and he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be an honor to play for the man who told the world he hates your girlfriend."
Yeah, no, that's wild. That is wild.
Then immediately following the Super Bowl goes online and saying, "Oh, they booed Taylor Swift. MAGA is unforgiving." Like, are you okay? That's why I'm so happy the 100% black quarterback won. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Period. And Jalen was Kendrick.
No, he was.
And what's the other one? He was Drake.
No, Patrick Mahomes. I do wonder because if I had done something like that and I had got home, like I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Baby, you wouldn't have a home.
No. Listen,
you wouldn't be able to come home.
No. But hear me out.
Yes.
What do you think he walked into when he got home, and him and Taylor had to,
See, I can't speak for a white woman.
I know, but if it was us, I just lost the Super Bowl.
You lost the Super Bowl after kissing up the Donald Duck who told the world that he hated me and even got MAGA to boo me at the motherfucking Super Bowl. And you got the nerve to show up there looking like a jive turkey and you lost?
That's grounds right there? Is that grounds?
That's grounds for termination, baby. You done. We done. I'm Taylor motherfucking Swift. I don't need you.
I'm just seeing the boundaries. I'm just seeing where we at.
Yeah, we done. We would be done. Like, that was enough for me. I'm sorry.
It was a lot. That brother, I can only imagine that car ride home was like, damn, let me.
Quiet as hell.
Make sure she good. Hey, babe, you hungry?
Ain't no, hey, babe, I ain't hungry. No, don't ask me nothing.
Like, you want to go?
Ask Donald if he hungry.
You want to go to cookout? Yeah, let's go. You still want the cookout.
I would have. All right, so we did do a little Q&A. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to give people just the opportunity to, ask us some questions. Okay. Now, briefly, because we forgot this. How do you feel about people coming for your Christmas tree? It's February. Last night I posted this video of me, crip walking to the Super Bowl, to Kendrick's concert last night. And I'm thinking people was going to focus on my crip walk. But lo and behold and lo, your Christmas tree was on the side. And everybody's like, why is there still a Christmas tree up?
I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. So my Christmas tree, like, I've been fighting this fight for about 10 years because I leave my Christmas tree up. I am a year-round Christmas tree person. I think it can be a holiday tree. Who said
when we got together last year, March.
My tree was still up.
Our first date is Easter Sunday. It was March 31st. 2 weeks in, I go to this man's home. Christmas tree up.
And she walked in. She was like, "What's that?"
Immediately.
That's my holiday tree.
Immediately.
I'm about to.
April, Christmas tree up.
Yeah, I was going.
May, Christmas tree.
I got a little Cinco de Mayo tree, some little tacos and some 4th of July, some fireworks.
June, Christmas tree up.
So I realized once we started dating, she wasn't gonna be able to handle the year-round tree. So in June, before her birthday, this was one of her gifts. I took the tree down because I could see, because every time she would come to my place to stay,
first thing I would do,
she would be like this. She would do this.
Yep.
And I'd be like, baby, eventually we'll see.
I literally would.
And the thing is, back then, like now it's a skirt under there. It was no skirt. My tree's legs.
Just a naked ass tree.
My tree snatches out.
She ain't got
It's
no
just
slip
legs.
on. I'm
Nah.
seeing her coochie.
Yeah.
Like what?
My tree was just out. So just a bare ass Christmas tree, no decorations. Just,
Nothing.
just a lit up
Just-
Christmas tree
just
in
naked.
the corner. It was serial killer shit. So I
Yeah,
believe it.
like what are we doing?
So in June,
And
I
he
took
gonna
it
talk
down.
about the mood. Don't you see the way the mood is in here? It's happy. It's cozy.
Well, let me
Why
just-
are chestnuts roasting by the open fire in July at your house?
let me get my perspective. I'm a Capricorn. You know, Capricorns, we are on top. Like we're the number one zodiac because we got Jesus, so we win by default. Jesus, LeBron, then we got a bunch of good people. Anyway,
Is that right?
I'm just saying we got R. Kelly too, but we ain't got to talk.
Oh,
about
Lord, baby.
I'm just saying we got a lot
That
of
went
people.
dark.
No, I'm just saying we got. I was showing you our range. We got range.
Oh,
We got Tyrese and R. Kelly in here too.
oh no, babe.
but we
don't-
got Jesus and LeBron.
Okay,
So we-
Jesus. This, okay.
But listen, I like Christmas. To me, Christmas is a good time of the year. People are happy. It brings me joy. I watch Home Alone and Elf year round.
Yep.
I think Coming to America is a Christmas movie, but I don't have that fight right now. But I'm just saying, I know it's hard, but it feels like Christmas when I watch it. I enjoy Christmas and I keep Christmas spirit year round.
You do.
So,
You do.
and my thing is, your Valentine's Day gifts is sitting under that Christmas tree. That's a Valentine's Day tree.
That's what I said. That's what I was reasoning with people. I was like, listen, guys, don't y'all see it's 2 bags under that tree right now? That's my Valentine's Day gifts.
Yeah.
Like, everybody calm down, relax.
And do you know how much effort it takes to put up a Christmas tree and decorate it?
And do you know the effort it takes to take it down? I just took mine down today.
What?
Yeah.
It's gone?
It's gone, baby.
That's crazy.
Gone like in sync.
I feel like yesterday, you let them people bully you into taking your You let them people bully you into taking your tree down? That is wild. I'm just
I
saying,
did. I felt convicted.
I'm just saying.
I was feeling convicted.
How long did it take you to decorate the tree?
Babe, I didn't even finish decorating the tree. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Exactly. So,
I see why people pay people to come do their tree. I'm not doing that.
so my thing is, leave that shit up year round. And then you, from October, in my mind, from October to February, it's going to run. So that's October, November, December, January, February. That's 5 months. That's half the year already. Let it ride. What's a little summer Christmas tree? People walk by.
What?
People walk to the cookout. Oh, shit, I bumped a tree with my plate. Like,
Babe.
I'm sorry.
Baby, please.
All right.
Drop in the comments. Let me know. Let us know when y'all be taking y'all Christmas tree. Y'all still got y'all Christmas tree up?
It's a lot of people. I'm
They
not
said
gonna lie.
no. See, and that's embarrassing, baby.
Nah,
they got their Christmas tree.
No.
Dudes, come
Nah,
on now.
They don't want to beef. I'm just telling you. I saw in the comments, it's 50-50. It's a lot of people that leave
It
their tree
was.
up.
It was.
I'm just saying, for me, I'm not trying to redecorate that because that's to pull the tree out the box and put
It's
it
a
up,
lot.
put the lights
And
on.
then I threw out the box.
That's
I didn't realize that.
That's rule number one.
I threw out the damn
You
box.
also throw out the tree. A tree without a box.
No, I'm dead ass finna do that. Cause I'm not. Where am I supposed to put this shit?
A
I'm gonna just
Christmas tree?
save for the next tree.
A Christmas tree. Now that's a good tree you got though. But a Christmas tree without
I
a
should
box.
keep it.
You should, but you got that. Her Christmas tree has white.
Yeah, it got snow.
No.
It's like
That shit gonna be everywhere.
Oh Lord. All right. We could talk about this shit all damn day. All
Okay,
right.
but let me just say, y'all leave me alone. My tree ain't coming down. I'll take it down in June like I did last year, and it'll be me on my own terms.
On his own term.
Yeah,
His
I take
own
it down
time.
before your birthday.
Okay. All right, baby. I won't. I won't ask you no more.
Yes, you will.
I will.
You will.
You know I will.
I know.
You know.
I know.
All right. Okay. Q&A. Q&A. Special Q&A. I did tell you guys for this Just a Couple Things episode that we were going to be together, and I said for y'all to send us questions. Some of these questions I think is real fucked up. Somebody asked, can you tell us about how it was finding love later in life?
Which is disrespectful. Which is disrespectful.
Like, I'm sorry. Are we AARP members? Did I miss something? Like,
Nah, them younger people be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I went to speak at the school one time and it was like, how was slavery? First of all, little kid, how old do you think I am? Nah. So they might be younger. That might be.
yeah, that was wild disrespectful.
Yeah, we later daters.
Right. Put us on the next season, Michelle. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, what lessons are you two teaching each other in this relationship? Or how have you helped each other grow since the start of the relationship?
Are you gonna go first? Or you want me to go first?
Wow. I will say I am learning many lessons.
This is hilarious.
I'm learning many lessons. I think I'm learning most of all to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not my forte. That's not my forte. I think I'm learning patient.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was laughing at something that happened yesterday.
You need some water?
No, I'm good. I was laughing at something. This thing that happened yesterday. I'm good. I'm back.
Mm-hmm. I'm learning patience, and I'm learning to put forth effort. I think one thing I forgot about relationships, because I was single for so long, is that this shit really does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. Constant communication, constant accountability, constant responsibility, like, consideration. I'm a loner by heart, at heart. Like, I'm very much a loner. I very much can just operate very much alone and not really think of anybody. And I feel like that's just something I've learned a lot here. But also I've learned that honestly, there really is good men out there. Like, I've really learned that with you, that just because the dating pool is crazy, it doesn't mean that the entire pool has pee in it. There's a little corner in there. You just got to find it where it's no pee. It's just Clorox.
You are.
Or do they put Clorox in the pool?
Chlorine. Yeah.
My bad. It's just chlorine. There's no pee in it, and I found the corner with no pee.
I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm your no pee corner.
Thank you, baby. Me too.
For me, I one of my favorite scriptures is 1 Corinthians 13. 1 Corinthians 13, chapter 13, the whole verse. Love is patient, love is kind, all of that.
Oh, okay. You be reading your Bible?
I do. I used to go vacation Bible school, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But I think we have embodied, trying to be that. I watched you, because you got 3 seconds worth of patience. So I know we can order, we order food sometimes, and we have ordered, and the waiter is 10 steps away, and Jessie look up from her phone, where's our food? Hey, babe, the waiter is still...
You don't need... I just told the people I'm working on patience. You ain't need to reaffirm that.
You doing it though.
I'm doing it?
You doing it.
Okay.
But for me, I think it's just understanding and listening. So I try to... There's been times in the past where I feel like I haven't been always tuned into my partner. So I am learning with you, like, even with, Christmas gifts and what you might want to eat and a restaurant you might want to go to. Like, I have a notepad where I know I'm not going to remember. So I had to scribble it down.
That's very intentional, babe.
I have to be, because if not, I'm going to forget. I have my brain. I have so much going on that I'm not going to remember. So with you, I have tried to be more intentional than I have in the past. I think both of us have tried to bring the best versions of ourselves to the relationship. So all the stuff you said, I've tried to be more patient. I've tried to be, I think the kindness has come out of me by us dating.
Yeah. That's probably my most favorite thing about you.
Yeah.
Is that you're very kind. And I think it's very hard to find kind men. Yeah. Like, we both have talked about, like, how it's really just ghetto dating. Like, he was single for a minute. I was single for longer, but you were single for a little minute, and we were both trying to find our way. And
yeah, I mean, the dating apps are terrible. I will say that. Like, I wasn't on there long, but the time that I was on the dating apps, it's just like, as a man, if you just want to hook up and just be random,
it's perfect.
It's in a city like Atlanta, you can do that all day. But if you try to have a meaningful, like, conversation and see how you can get out, like, I remember asking people about, like, what's your family goals? What you trying to do? Like, when we had those conversations, we had them, like, super early.
We had them early. Like, we had those type of conversations early, and we had extensive answers.
No, for sure. I thought I was gonna scare you away. I was like,
really?
I was like, I do want kids now. Like, is that?
And you told me immediately you want to get married.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get married. I want to have a family. Mm-hmm. Like, you told me everything you were looking for, and I think that's like one. Like, some people would be like, well, what's the secret to getting with a man who wants to get married? The secret is getting with a man who wants to get married. Like I feel like a man who really wants that, he's gonna tell you that immediately. Yeah. He's gonna tell you what he's looking for.
Yeah, and we get there as men. We're not. Some of us are not born there, so we have to evolve there. Because I never really saw healthy relationships like that growing up, and there's no shade to my aunties or my mom or my dad. I just didn't see that, so I had to grow to a place where I wanted that. But then, you know, you get friends that have children and cousins that have children, and you start playing with, like, all right, I could have one of these, and then you realize you want to have that, but with the right person.
Yep.
And so I asked you early just because if that's something you didn't want, I'd have been out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So
I've been gone.
Yeah.
You just would have been the Sunday nigga.
And you tried to make me the Sunday nigga.
I did try to make you the Sunday nigga. That's low key how you got Mr. Easter too.
Nah, you.
I was like, oh, that's just the nigga I be going to church with.
When we first started dating, for the first 3 weeks that we was going out, she was just like, hey, what you doing on Sunday? I was like, oh, no. I'm not your brunch church nigga now. I'm not the brunch church nigga. And so I was like, yo, what you doing on Monday? We do Sunday, but let's do Monday.
Yeah, let's do Monday evening.
Yeah, exactly.
You pick like a random Tuesday night. What you doing Tuesday night?
Yeah, because I realized the Sundays had happened 2 weeks in a row. Like, oh, nah.
They sure did. They sure did. And you know what's crazy? Do you remember what you did that second Sunday we went to church?
Which time? What'd I do?
You put your hand on my lap.
Oh, what? I was progressing. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
In the house of the Lord, really be for real.
Well, I don't want to. This is gonna sound crazy. Like the first Sunday, that Easter Sunday, I was turned on how you were praising. Like I was. I don't want to go to hell for this. Not turned on.
My worship turned you on.
Not in a sexual way, but it was like it was a church.
Bae.
I know it's.
No beef for bae. Share your no beef.
I was trying to clean it up. No matter how I say it, it's gonna sound terrible. I can't say my dick was hard because you was crazy. Like, I'm just saying, it turned me on to see you being so in tune with your spirituality. I like that.
Wow.
I hadn't seen that. I hadn't experienced that.
Yeah.
And so for me, sitting there, I put my arm around you.
You did. You put your arm around me. You put your arm on my thigh. Like you put your hand on my thigh a little bit. It wasn't nasty now, but it was like.
It was subtle.
Yeah, it was a little subtle. Like.
And my hand on your thigh, not my arm on your thigh. My arm on your thigh.
Oh no, wait. It was your hand. It was your hand, but ever so softly, just a little. Just like 4 fingers.
Absolutely. Next question. All
right. But you know what I want to mention too? I want to mention how, what was it? We started dating in March, right? And I feel like in April, we had went out with Cam, Lauren, Sheila, Ace. And I remember I told Cam, I was like, go ahead, Cam. I said, Cam, when he get here, you ask him whatever questions you want to ask him. Cam was getting in your ass. Now, I don't remember what had happened. Wait, pause. You wasn't getting in your ass, but you know.
People chop these clips up. See, right there. Cam was in his ass. He said it. My bad, Cam.
We love you, Cam. But Cam, one thing about Cam is such a sweet man, but Cam has a whole other side to him because like, I remember, I think it was like the third time we all went out as a group, I caught Cam pulling Jay to the side.
Nah, Cam, I'm gonna tell you right now. So of course, Lauren Cameron, Love is Blind season 1, great friends of ours. When Jess and I first started dating, I don't think Cam thought it was real.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Cam was like, this nigga.
Well, I mean, Cam is white, but
Cam was like, I'm gonna make sure this dude is here for the right reasons. So we would have fun. And you know, when you leave a dinner, everybody's happy. Everybody's like, oh, good. That was great. The food was great.
Yep.
So the guys had their little corner. And that's why I know it was real, because it wasn't even stunting for the girls. The guys had their little corner. We was all like, all right, y'all, good to see y'all. We're gonna have to do this again. Let's exchange numbers.
Yep.
Cam was like, hey, before we do all that, quick thing, man. So Jessie's like a sister.
Yep.
And, you know, I just want to make sure you're here for the right reasons, the right things. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna take care of her. Yeah, man, take care of her, man. That's like, it's like a sister to me. So I was like, cool, Cam, I got her.
Mm-hmm.
Then the
next date,
the next time
he pulled up again.
And this is like a month later.
Yeah. And
we leaving, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Hey guys, good to see y'all. Yeah, we got to do this again.
Let me talk to you for a minute.
He's
Step
like,
to the side.
Quick thing. Hey man, Jess is like, I'm like, Cam against me.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I do not.
So yeah, I think Cam.
Do you remember the time?
No, I am Jay. So, but you know why I loved it? Because you should have people like that. You know what I'm saying? We all should. My family, you ain't had no.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean, I guess the sister.
Your family did pull up a little bit.
The family did.
First of all, your dad. Do you remember what your dad told me the first time I went out with your dad?
Give it to him.
His dad was like, "So, what's your plan? What's your intentions with my son?"
Oh, he did say that.
And then he was like, "So, you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to believe you ain't got nobody? Yeah. You ain't got no nigga at home or nothing like that?" Like, your daddy was like, your dad had the claws. I was like, what? But I feel like I handled it well.
You did. And I was proud of you because my dad, let me say this, and my dad knows I love
and I love your dad. I love your dad.
Yeah. But he's never, he's not a hands-on type dad. Like I got my humor from my dad. I got, my mannerisms. Like he's the guy. But when he found out we were dating, because he knew I was, I was trying to find love and get to that next space, he came to Atlanta to have dinner with us. And so.
And that's the first time his dad has ever come to Atlanta all the years that Jay lives here.
Ever. And
his dad didn't fly here. He drove here.
Yeah, he hopped in the truck and drove. And I'm talking about, I lived in New York. I lived in Atlanta. I've lived in Atlanta most of my life. And he's never set foot. I've never seen my father in Atlanta. When he found out this was these two people were dating, he came.
Yep.
So when he came, Jess was like, we're going to take him to the STK.
I didn't know Friday nights at STK was ghetto.
And my dad.
It was so ghetto, but your daddy loved every minute of that shit. Your daddy thinks we sent bottles to the table.
Well, it did feel like a strip club.
It did feel like that.
Yeah, but in his mind, like he did want to come meet you, have dinner, fill you out. I just didn't know he was gonna grill you because he did.
He grilled me.
I thought me and her was done. My dad was just like, "So what's your intentions?" Dad, first of all, that's a me question. I gotta have the intentions.
And he was like, "So you not linked up to nobody? You ain't got no." So you mean to tell me you ain't got no man at home or nothing? When was your last relationship? Yeah. You still have a relation? Like his dad was like just pounding me. Well, that's pause, but his dad was
I'm sorry, Dad. What?
But your dad had the claws out, and I think it was really good because it just showed that he was very, very intentional about finding out about me. But going back to Cam, because the point I was trying to make was, it was like what, March, April? Like I think it was April, and I remember like Lauren and Cameron were like grilling you, and then Lauren said, "So what's your intentions with my friend?"
Yeah,
and you said, "Listen, I'm gonna let your friend have her little spring, but come summer, all that gotta end. Whatever she gotta wrap it up immediately."
Well, my thought was like.
And I didn't make it. I didn't make it to summertime.
She didn't, and I knew she wasn't gonna make it. But I wanted to give her I wanted to give you the grace because I didn't. Again, you gotta think when we started dating.
What?
Let me say it. When we started dating, we didn't know what either of us had going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to give you the grace to like, hey, if
whatever conversations.
Yeah, buddy, cuz over here, just tell him you got to wrap that shit up. And then I'm gonna see you like we
and
still,
did.
Yeah.
And did.
So I wanted both of us to have time to wrap up anything that was extracurricular so that we can make sure we were focusing on
extracurricular. That's a good way to put it.
Little PE.
Little PE. After meeting each other's family, did you both gain a different perspective of who each other?
You gonna take it or you want me to take it first?
What?
That question.
Baby, you didn't even let me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
After meeting each other's family, did you both gain a different perspective of who each other is or are, and how to love each other based on what you both learned about your upbringings? That's a good question.
That's deep.
Yeah. We both have go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I think we have similar, like there's similarities in our upbringings, but they're also very different. I think we both grew up in the church.
Yeah.
I think both of us grew up in slightly extreme church, although yours is way more extreme.
Yeah.
I think we both had a bit of the broken home thing
A
we
bit.
came from. I'm just saying we both had it.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just like, I think we were very intentional about not trauma bonding. I think we talked about that a lot. We didn't want to bond over.
Yeah,
the
we
trauma.
didn't. And we didn't. I'm very proud of us for not doing that.
I am too. But I do think.
But we both, you like to say that we both have fathers.
You going? That's what we're
You say it.
So both of our dads. Is this dry snitching? Why you making me say it? So both of our fathers had, not extra. What?
They was Frank Lucas, baby. They was getting their Frank Lucas Jr. on.
They Frank Lucas and they Kirk Franklin. They was in church and drugs. They both had both of those. Which ended up.
They both failed. They're both failed drug dealers.
I did. That's the part I said. I said they both failed drug dealers. They both had a foot in the streets and a foot in the church.
Yep.
And we, as the kids, probably got the worst of that. But it was another thing. We were like, dang, that's similar. But our dads haven't been in the same room. Our moms hadn't either. But we both think our dads would probably
get along very well.
They would probably get along well, or try to kill each other. I don't.
No, I think they'll love each other.
I do too.
Immediately.
I do too.
Yeah, immediately. Mm-hmm. But I think seeing where we both come from, I feel like another thing I've learned from Jay is just, I think I have a new appreciation for like the Black American experience. I think when you took me back to home and I saw where you were raised in North Carolina, and like the fact that like, most of your family has stayed like where the on the plantations where they were enslaved, like, and Jay is somebody who has been very intentional about building his family tree and knowing where he comes from. And I think like a lot of times as immigrants, as Black immigrants, when we look at Black folks from here, a lot of times it's like, oh, well, they don't know where they come from. It's like, no, they come from here. Like this is where they're from. And I think Black Americans are just one of the newest people, like when you think about the time frame that when Black Americans became Black Americans, right? Yeah. And it's like, no, like this is where you're from. Like this man has generations of family members that are from this land. And I think it's given me another appreciation, but also there's so many similarities. When I looked at where you grew up, I'm like, damn, it reminds me of like Haiti countryside. Like there's just so much to love, so much to appreciate. And it makes me love you even more. Like just watching you just be so intentional about like, what?
Nah, that's sweet. Just hearing you say that.
Oh yeah, it does make me love you even more. Like, and you have a complicated family. So do I. So do I. And I feel like it just all that, like Christmas, cooking in your grandmother's pot, making mac and cheese. Like,
Lord,
I feel like I'm having moments with you that I would see like in movies. And I didn't think that I could really experience this type of love, like for real. And like just have these moments that I have watched in movies or watched on TV shows and thought, that's fairy tale stuff. But I'm really living like a fairy tale love. And fairy tale doesn't have to be fictional. You make your own fairy tale.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
And I feel the same way. I think for me, obviously culturally, like I'm learning a lot. Like you are literally hippies. Like I'm learning. I'm learning like, like
that's your favorite part of being Haitian is the hippies.
Nah, the food. What are we talking about? So for me, it's just like, watching your family come here when you had your housewarming and having that in the middle of the Olympics. It was like lighter fluid on top of like, you know what I'm saying? So having them come here and warm the house. And when I say they warm the house, they warm the house. They cooked it down.
Yep.
Like they loved on you, but just watching that from a cultural standpoint. Because if my family all came in town, hey, y'all are the Holiday Inn and the Marriott is down the street. But you had your whole family here. I thought that was dope. You gotta think, even just hearing your mom and your aunt praying, in the morning and just understanding that's where your roots and your and your spirituality come from was amazing. And then for me being able to go to Montreal and seeing that side of your family and just seeing, this place that you were born.
We've done a lot of travel too. I've never experienced this, but we done so much travel and we haven't even been together a year. I feel like every month we've gone at least 2 places together.
Yeah, I'm tired. My Delta is burnt.
Tired. I made it to Diamond.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
But like literally, like I think it's just been great to get to know each other's families. But also I think to travel is that's been a great way to get to know each other too.
Yeah, because you can travel with somebody and really find out what's gonna work. Because I'm very much like, well, we travel very similar. So I have a shower curtain phobia. So if
hell no. Hell no.
If your hotel room got a shower curtain, you can miss me. Because if I'm taking a shower and it's soap my eyes and that shower curtain hits my leg,
yeah, it's nasty.
I'm done.
We're done.
I'm done. I almost died.
Nasty.
The last time I was I can't remember, I was in college. This is when I realized I got to start making money. I was in college. I think I was in Myrtle Beach, and the shower curtain just touched my leg, and I got the soap out of my eyes, and the shower curtain was brown.
Ew. Oh.
I'm just like, bro, I don't know how many people done peed on this shower curtain, and it's on my leg. I just can't.
Ugh.
If you don't have a glass shower.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Yeah. But traveling has been a love language for us. For sure.
We can't do it. Someone asked me how to operate in a long distance relationship where your partner is depressed. Child, I do not know.
Yeah, y'all need therapy. We all need therapy.
We haven't done couples therapy yet, though. Do you want to get in couples therapy?
Absolutely. I think therapy is, because I have therapy. Like I have a therapist that I go to weekly. It's been bi-weekly here lately just because I've been busy, but I think therapy is healthy in general. But with us being intentional about where we're going, I think couples therapy is. Yeah. I was gonna give us a year to live in.
We do need to start therapy.
I agree.
Yeah, just to like be healthy. Well, it doesn't have something drastic doesn't have to happen for us to go to therapy.
No, I think premarital therapy is important.
Premarital therapy? You know something I don't know?
I'm just saying in general.
What's going on?
We're talking about being intentional. I'm just saying, like when we were dating.
What that mean?
Lord. Next question. Yeah, I mean it ain't there, but it'll. Hey, Tupac, put the gun down. Put the gun down.
I'm just saying.
We making progress. We're not even at a year. We gonna be there.
I ain't said nothing.
You sure? Because I thought you was Beyonce.
Okay. When was the exact moment that you knew each other was the one?
I mean, you know what my answer is. I'm telling you.
I don't know what your answer is. I don't know.
Nah, for me, it was literally the brunch. Like the brunch after Easter Sunday, I was like, she's my person. I felt, and I think it was, for me, it was overwhelming because I didn't come to church for that. I didn't take you to church to find my person. But
what did you take me to church for?
Well, one, I thought this could be my friend that I'm possibly gonna be working with. You sure?
Do you remember your first text to me?
The first text was.
Let me go ahead and pull it up since you want to act like.
So let me tell y'all something.
Nah, hold on.
Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Around the time, I'm gonna let her pull this text up. Around the time that this text came, that was sent, I had just started using swipe to text. Like before then, I was pecking. I was just type. This, I started swiping the text, and then I hit send. As soon as I hit send, and this is before Apple had the edit button, so I couldn't go in and edit it. Before I hit send, and before I could fix the mistake, it had already sent.
You done Explaining?
Nah,
Yourself?
that's all
Okay.
I got, y'all. That's all I got.
Hold on.
And I want to say this is the text after we exchanged numbers for the first time. This was my first text. If you scrolling, that's gonna be a long scroll.
Hold on. I'm going to find it now. March 24th, Sunday. Okay, so y'all could say this. So y'all could see this. Me, hey Jay, it's Jessie Woo. Lock me in. This is his response. Gotcha licked. It's here. Gotcha licked. Talking about you wasn't inviting me to church for that. It's right here. It say gotcha licked.
I was swiping and it's the I and the O. Is the I and the O on the keyboard close?
I think it's close. Mm-hmm.
I think.
And then why is your emoji Indian?
Nah, he black. He black. That's my
Okay.
blackness right there.
Okay.
That's my blackness. But it wasn't licked. It was locked. I was just swiping.
Oh, okay.
I was excited. We exchanged messages. I wanted to let you know I was here.
Mm-hmm.
So I swipe.
Oh, you let me know you was here.
But then I corrected it.
let me know you was here. Mm.
What does my next message say?
FML.
And then
The Indian emoji. What? And then he said, I just died over here slowly.
I did.
Okay, so let me tell y'all when I knew he was the one for me. We went to Mexico for my birthday.
Lord.
This is 4 months late. Now, mind you, the day after our first day, I told my dad, I think I just had brunch with your future son-in-law. Like I felt that, but I didn't feel it until we went to Mexico for my birthday. And if you watch my vlog, actually I lost the whole second part of that vlog. I still have to get somebody to recover the card. But so much happened on my birthday trip. That's for another podcast episode. We'll do that. But let's just say, like, so much shit happened on my birthday trip.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And then, like, coming back was a nightmare. So we come back, we land in the airport, and as we're getting our bags, we're getting our luggage, we're going back, like, we're about to leave, and Jay realizes that he left his wallet on the airplane. So Jay gives me his luggage. I have my luggage. So, like, I have his luggage here and my luggage on the outside. And so, like, I'm waiting for him.
And we're at the international terminal in Atlanta.
International terminal. And, like, I'm literally by the desk and I'm just on my phone, whatever. He comes back, and by the time he comes back, our Uber is outside waiting on us. So get our stuff, walk to the Uber. As I walk into the Uber, I realized I don't have my luggage.
No, we're putting the luggage in the car.
Yeah, we're putting the luggages in the car. I'm like, where's Big Blue?
Yeah, I said, where's the blue bag? And you said, and you looked at me like, where is the blue bag?
Yeah.
Like, what, me?
Yeah.
Because I had been carrying the blue bag because it's huge. So I was the one wheeling both big bags through the airport.
He would always wheel the big bags and I would have the... So I'm like, oh, well, I was just by the information desk. I probably just left it there. Go there, no bag. Police station is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Go there, they can't help me. I'm like, can you search the cameras? Nope. You got to contact the airport. I'm like, I go to the missing luggage, no luggage. It's just gone. Like, it is just gone.
Yeah. It's
I lose it. I done had this trip. Now I done lost my luggage.
Yeah, all her birthday gifts was
I'm like, I lost it. Like, I lost it. And he was like, babe, you know, whatever's in the luggage, just take my Amex. You can buy it. I'm like, no. I want the T3i that I just got that I broke in. I want that one. I don't want to buy shit.
And I'm Googling, what is a T3i?
Right? Like, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing it. So we have to leave. Nobody can help us.
Mm-hmm.
So we get home and Jay did his Googles, and let's just say that he found out that he was connected to.
Well, so I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the noobs. But the chief of police in the international terminal of the Atlanta airport is a noob.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely hit him up like, hey, I'm going to need this favor on the shield, you know. And all fraternity people know when you put on the shield, like, hey, I need this like now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to give up too much of their secret sauce.
Because you can't.
But they were able to track the bag down. The bag was in Duluth, which those of you guys that know Atlanta airport is south of the city. Duluth is extremely north of the city.
Mm-hmm.
With a family that didn't speak English, an Asian family had put it in their garage. This guy was able to track the bag down, track it to this house through license plate and everything else, and then get it back. And when I tell y'all, me walking into the house with that bag, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Honestly, I had no idea because I was on email. Like I had already been emailing folks. Like I was emailing the airport. I was calling the airport. Like I was enraged. I'm calling everybody. Email. And literally like 2 hours after we left the airport, I'm at his house. I'm pissed. I'm sitting on the couch. He comes home and he walks up to me and whatever. And he just looks at me. He sits down and then like he gets up. He goes downstairs. I'm like, I don't think anything of it. Next thing you know, he walks up with my luggage in his hand.
That's a good moment.
I said, I am never coming up off that nigga. I am never coming up off that nigga. Because while he can't say too much, I just need y'all to understand. Sue Young and them had my luggage.
They did. And it was in their garage. They had no
idea that they just swiped my luggage.
Yeah.
Sue Young and them had my luggage. My luggage could have been in China the next day.
It could have been.
Somebody would have been curling their hair with a fresh T3 iron.
Mm-hmm. And some,
okay.
And some Miu Miu shades.
Okay. And some Miu Miu shades, Louis Vuitton. Like it was all types of stuff in my luggage.
Yeah.
I was enraged. I even think my laptop I was enraged.
Yeah, she was in another place and I was like, oh, nah, we can't go out like that. Not for her birthday.
No. So when he came with that luggage, I was like, oh yeah, I'm never coming up off this nigga. I'm never coming up off that nigga. Like, that's just it. Because you have to understand the work somebody has to put in to get your luggage. I'm talking about within 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're not talking about 2 weeks, 2 hours. My luggage was in my hand. And that just tells me just the amount of effort that he's willing to put in.
Yeah.
For me.
No.
You know what I mean? And so for me, I was like, yeah, that's we're done. We're wrapping this thing on up. I mean, everything had already been wrapped up.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, it just was, for me, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely the one. I know that when stuff hits the fan, I know that I can count on him to be level-headed. And while I'm over here,
and she'd be so mad. I'd be like, baby, we'll find it. It's international.
Oh, and that makes me even more mad.
When I tell y'all, in the heat of the moment, I will stay calm and be like, baby, it's probably fine. Like, it's international terminal, we good. Like, no, it's gone. I'm tired of this shit.
I was like, it's gone. Somebody asked, can I please be invited to y'all's wedding? I feel like I've gotten this several times.
You gonna have to.
People keep asking, like, would you not televise, but would you stream our wedding? I don't know if we getting,
Well, first of all, I do believe we are on the path.
You believe that we okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush you now. I ain't saying I ain't putting no pressure on you now. I'm just saying if that's what you want.
I wouldn't.
I'm saying if that's what you want, I'm available.
I think we've been very intentional about our dating, so I'm not worried about the path that we're on. But when it comes to streaming, I think that's gonna be up to you.
But would you want to do that, or do you think like a wedding is just too private?
No, I think you have several different versions of it. I think I want obviously the people that are closest to us, which I'm scared to even say that because that's we got a circle and then we got a circle.
Yeah, I don't want more than 100 people at my wedding.
That's impossible. But I hear you. But streaming, I'm cool with whatever. I'm cool, whatever. I just know you have a tribe of people that have followed your journey, and I wouldn't want to necessarily cheat them out of the moment either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever.
We'll figure that out. I think we'll figure that out. Have you guys ever thought about doing a couples retreat or a brunch with your supporters? I feel like when I did the Woocation, a lot of them asked me, "Can you do a couples trip? Can you do a couples trip?" My only fear of that, and you could tell me what you think, but like I fear being like being one of those couples that's follow us, do what we do, couples goals. Like I don't think that's my ministry. Like we are not couples goals.
No.
We are just two people who really, really love each other, and we're willing to do the work. And you know, we're not married yet. We're really like just
it's fresh. We're just getting to it. But what I do think for me is, I think traveling with other couples, it's a different trip, and I don't even know if we've really individually done those types of trips.
No. So
what I think could be dope on the travel side of things, if we did travel, and because as men, we have bachelor parties, and then outside of that, man, we don't really.
What do you plan on having your bachelor party? When we get married.
That's not for me to plan. That's for my I don't know why my voice got that high. That's not for me to plan.
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm good. Anyway, back to the question.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get back to that. I think couple trips are great. I think traveling with couples and being surrounded by couples, other strong couples, old, young, everywhere in between, it just makes you stronger. I don't think it's couples you should have a bunch of single ass friends. I think that, especially men, like if you have too many single friends, they try to get you back in the streets. It can be it can be a lot.
I'll cut all that shit off.
I don't got none of them friends. You good?
Okay.
Them people already.
I end all that shit.
But
friends know.
But you got friends that just they just want their sidekick.
Okay. Anyway.
You good?
I'm fine.
All right.
I want you to talk just briefly because I feel like, it's Valentine's Day this week and everything, and there's a lot of singles out there. There's a lot of women wondering, like, what are men looking for?
I don't know if I can answer what men are looking for, but I will say, as men, when we know, we know. You know what I mean? Like with you, as we were dating, as we were going out, like I knew, like we didn't really talk being exclusive, even though we were. We kind of let like almost a month kind of go by, even though we were going out. Like I gave you till spring to wrap your,
not really, but really,
summer to wrap your stuff up. But I just think if you're looking to date intentionally, you have to find other people that are looking to date intentionally. And to me, you know what I mean? Like I can talk to a woman and know whether she's real or not. There's certain questions you can ask. Like, it's really about where you're trying to be in life, and does the person match that? Yeah. Because you could have not been looking for that at that time in life. You could have not wanted
I could have just wanted a Sunday nigga.
You could have just wanted a Sunday nigga, and I would have been out. There could have been a time where, to me, if both people just want a situationship that works, if that works for y'all, then that works, and it may turn into something serious later. But I think you just have to meet. As men, we're looking for a person that's at that same place we're at, and then I think the relationship can evolve from that. But I think trying to make somebody that's just looking for a Sunday nigga to be to be a husband to somebody that you're just like, it just doesn't work. You have to be equally yoked in what you're looking for.
What do you think are three like three tips you would give women dating that are like intentionally looking for that man that they want to be with forever?
I think the first tip is you have to, I think meeting them where you are makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if you're a church girl, you're not going to meet that guy in the club. You know what I mean? And I think also being open to, someone that understands your career path. One thing that to me bonded us is like we're both in entertainment.
Yep.
Like when I tell you I have to travel in this last minute, for the most part, you do understand. You understand that this, like, when I had to,
For the most part.
yeah, I mean, this little trip coming up, you don't want to bring it up. It's Valentine's Day. So, but when I say I have to go somewhere and baby, I got your plane ticket, but we got to go to Miami for this conference.
Yeah.
You down. You know what I mean? I do think finding somebody that lives in your same universe can be helpful because they understand your struggles. They understand that.
But also too, I feel like if you find somebody that where your professions kind of intertwine or kind of meet, your purposes, both of your purposes might align too.
It does. It helps.
It helps.
And then you can also help each other from a resource standpoint because you guys are both there. And then the last thing I would say is just somebody that's aligned with you spiritually. You know what I mean? And when I say spiritually, you may not be a church person. You may be, whatever. But
you may just be into crystals.
You might just be
y'all
into crystals.
like y'all crystals together.
Yeah. And you might be incense and crystals, and you need to find an incense and crystals person. You know what I mean? So I think those three, if I was gonna narrow it down to just three things, it would be that. Like I think spiritually, I think the religion, I think the professional, and then I think the location of where you are, all the things that, help you align with the person that you're looking for.
Finally, let me ask you this. What's the number one tip you have for a woman to realize that a man does not want her?
So again, for men, I just think, and I hate it because I'm not the spokesperson for all men. I can just speak for myself.
Yeah.
But I know when I reply back to your text, and y'all do the same. Don't act like y'all don't do the same thing. When I reply back to your text 2 days later, like I just just know I didn't even mean to. I stumbled back upon that text. I didn't even.
And I wasn't even checking for you.
I wasn't checking for that. Like when someone wants you, they put the effort in. So even when you and I started dating, for me, it was just like, all right, so I like this girl. She's dope. We align in several different places. I can see a future with her.
Yeah.
I need to make sure she feels that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And not trying to, because again, I didn't heavily pursue getting in your pants.
No.
For me, it was like, let's date. Let's make sure we are aligned, and then let's move forward.
And you planned date after date after date. Like he planned.
Yeah, and
this restaurant
outside the house too.
Yeah,
and fellas, you gotta leave the house. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you. Oh, please say that again.
Yeah, you do have to leave the house. Like the thing about leaving the house is like you don't know whether you can have fun with somebody. Like you don't know how somebody could smack while they eat. Like you just some stuff you're not gonna find out unless you leave the crib.
Yeah.
And what I like is like, again, another way you'll know a man likes you if he goes out on dates and he just
pursues you.
Yeah, to me, dates are a form of like getting to know you and like making sure we're compatible without it being like so on the nose. So I love that we were actually able to go out and have fun. It wasn't just going out to eat. It wasn't going to just a bunch of expensive restaurants. We had some of those, but we had some regular ass go to Cookout and have a burger.
Literally.
Like we have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
go bike riding.
That's
one of my favorite things. But honestly, that's one of my favorite things. It kicks my ass every time.
It does.
That's one of my favorite things. Like we just go bike ride down the belt line. You stop by a restaurant on the way. You go down to the park. Like,
yeah, Atlanta's a good city, and I mean every city has to me spots, but I think finding unconventional things, and sometimes women, like, I think dating is a lost art.
Yep. So
if you like him equally, sometimes you may suggest stuff to help, because men, we have to get out of our, our comfort zone. I don't play video games. I know a lot of dudes are stuck in video games and watching TV. So maybe you suggest and then, help give him a push. Give a push in the right direction.
A little push. Don't push too hard, ladies.
A little push in the right direction.
We ain't doing all that now.
A little push.
Just a little.
A little nudge.
A little nudge. A little. A little. Jay Allen Copeland, thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I've been fighting this for a long time.
You have. You have. I'm so happy that.
Well, because I just didn't know. I didn't know what,
Well, now you know.
Nah, for sure.
Did you have a good time?
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
I appreciate you having me. This is great. I'm proud of you. I think this is incredible. I didn't get to shower my praises on you, but since we've been dating, I've been watching you evolve and do amazing things, and I appreciate being by your side as you're blowing up and glowing up out here. It looks good on you.
Thank you. I appreciate being by your side too. And I think that I'm better because I have you in my life. I think honestly.
I won out of this though. Just
You did. You did.
There's a winner.
But I honestly feel like you make me better. Like it's just, life is much, much, much sweeter because you're here. And it's crazy because like this time last year, we were not together. And this time this year, I cannot imagine my life without you. Like, honestly, I don't know. I don't want to know what life would look like without you. So, yeah, me too. I'm good.
I mean, I actually got to experience that. And
yeah, I'm good too.
I'm good on that. This
I'm
is what
good.
it is.
We good.
We good.
Good.
I couldn't even go back to the Centurion Lounge again. If you weren't there, I'll be like, oh man, I can't do this.
We're good. We're good. I love you.
I love you.
I thank you so much for being here with me and doing this episode. Y'all, thank you so much for watching another episode of Jessica Couple Things. Where can the people follow you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram. Watch WATCH and then the letter J.
Yes.
And I'm out there. Just go there. I don't post that much.
He doesn't post that much, but honestly, he has so much going on. He is the showrunner for 3 shows. He works at Swirl Films, which is the death row of of the film industry. Shout out to Eric.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
Yeah,
we got a lot.
He has a lot of exciting projects coming up. So when they drop, just know y'all gonna be sick of my ass.
Hello.
Y'all gonna be sick of me. You think I'm my man now?
Lord, y'all. She's not playing. I believe her.
I'ma be. Ooh, y'all gonna be sick of me.
It's premeditated. She done already told me. When that get announced. Just know.
Just know. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Jessica with Things. Yeah. Make sure that you are subscribe on YouTube. Make sure that you follow me on every streaming platform that streams podcasts. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
Pioneer.